Hi folks, Chris Voss from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com, now live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Be sure to tune in. One of the things I wanted to bring up here, I keep seeing this DM message thing that's becoming very popular, where people send me a DM that says, tweet please, along with what they would like me to tweet, or sells it in some sort of way. Some people have actually written me and told me they want me to edit their tweet a certain way before I tweet it out. I'm very busy at what I do, but I like to help people. I'm a very generous, very nice guy. And usually I have to shuffle through a lot of tweets. I make sure that I reply to everyone. If you write me and you talk to me in your tweet, I will reply. Whether I was asleep and I wake up the next morning and I get back to retweet, I will reply to your retweet. Now, the only case where that won't happen is I've noticed sometimes where my tweet deck on my iPhone doesn't pick up all the tweets when it does the API pull, and days like today, Twitter acknowledges that tweets are being shifted all over. So if I don't respond, most likely that's the case, that, or maybe I'm in the hospital or dead. I don't know. But I make it a policy to respond to everybody. But you've got to help me out. You've got to help me help you out. So what I need you to do is, if you want me to retweet something, send me through the mentions and ask me, can you retweet this? And I'll gladly hit retweet. You know why? Because I just got to push a button or a couple buttons to get it done. And it's done. You know why too? Because if you ask me, people will see you ask me, and people will go, hey, maybe I should check that out. So you're going to end up with 2 retweets out of it in all technical terms. Okay? Makes more sense. Plus, it makes it very easy for me to help you. And also, I don't have to do a DM edit. Someone came to me the other day from Facebook, and they asked me on an email, they said, hey, can you help me retweet this link to my blog post that I really want to get some traffic on? I said, well, great, I'll gladly help you out. Please send me the link, and I'll put a little blurb on it, and away we'll go. Okay, so she writes back to me and says, well, what I need you to do is go to my blog post, and she didn't even give me the link. She literally just, go look up on my profile where my blog post is. And then it's the 8th one down. So I wrote back to her, I go, honey, I barely have the time to help you to pound out a link real quick. Okay? Help me help you. Go get the link. Okay? She comes back. You know what she brought me? She brought me the link to her website. She goes, it's the 8th one down. Okay? I'm willing to help people, but I don't have hours to spend unless you really want to pay me to do stuff. I mean, come on. So help me help you if you want to retweet. But here's the whole reason that I point this whole business out. Okay? And if you're like me, the people that are asking you to retweet stuff on the DM, okay, those to me are just spammers that are trying to get around the system of Twitter. So I'm probably going to unfollow you, and I think that's what most people do. But here's the whole problem, okay? The reason you're coming to me and you're asking me to try and retweet stuff or repopulate stuff for you, okay, is because you think it's going to do something amazing for you, that it's going to somehow have this huge effect. I actually was watching someone else, and they said, what was it? One of the tweeters said, they go, I wish I had a product or something that I was selling on my blog that I could ask so and so to retweet, and by retweeting it become really popular. It doesn't work that way. It's not a one-hit wonder system where if Chris Voss tweets me, I'll go from 300 followers to 20,000, or my traffic will go up, several hundred people a day. It's not going to have that effect. You have to have a consistent strategy, day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, on how to be successful on the internet and social media. You have to have a strategy that you actively work at to build your followers, to build your lists, to integrate with all the other different types of social media that are out there. You have to have a strategy, and you have to employ that strategy every day. What's one of the keys to being successful in business? Show up to work every day. Same thing. You've got to have a strategy, and you've got to work it consistently. You can't come to me and think that it's a roulette wheel, and that with one tweet, I'm going to change your whole operations and what goes on. And there's a lot of people that I see seem to think that some of our bigger Twitter accounts like mine can actually do that for you. And it won't, and it can't. And there's a lot of different reasons why I can't. You have to do repetitious stuff. If you watch a lot of my videos, there's different trainings we'll do. But you have to have a strategy for success. Now, I have clients that come to us and we manage their accounts online because they have better things to do. And they can't be consistent like we can, because that's kind of what we do. We manage people's accounts and we teach them strategy. And we help them be successful online. So you've got to have that in place. You can't just go, you know what, if I can just get Chris Voss to retweet this blog post, I'm going to hit the lottery. It's not going to freaking happen. You could probably go to every great big person on Twitter, A plus. I know people that chase, what's his name down, A plus. People that chase Guy Kawasaki trying to get him to retweet something. It's not going to do it for you. You've got to have a consistent strategy. And if you don't have one, then you better call me. So, otherwise, take and use a successful strategy. I mean, you really shouldn't feel that if I retweet something for you, it's going to make a difference. It's not. You might have 10 more people or 20 more people click the link and go to it. That's going to be about it. Okay? So, people really buy you when you're successful online if you're consistent. People can go through my whole thing and go, hey, who's Chris Voss? And yeah, this guy seems to know what he's doing. Your experience and your expertise value is based upon how much time and effort you put into it and what you show people and whether they think it's legitimate or not. And that takes time to build, and it takes consistency. So just a word of advice on asking me to retweet stuff. I'll gladly help you. If you have a great blog post, I love to read it. You know how many people ask me to read their blog posts? Maybe 3 people a week. And you know what I do? I always go make it a point of reading their blog post, and I'll usually make a comment. Now, is it really going to help them that much? Probably not. But you know what? If you ask me to, I'll try and help out. But you got to make it really easy for me too. I wouldn't do the same thing to you. I wouldn't call you up and go, hey, can you do this for me? But I need you to put a lot of hard work into it, and I'm not going to pay you for it. So, anyway, I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you for coming by and spending some time with me. Be sure to check back daily to thechrisvossshow.com and tune into my Ustream things every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you. Bye-bye.